Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to video number 3. This week we are talking about prevention, and as you know, the assignment is to talk about the positive impact of prevention within your life, in your region or area. So I had to do a little bit of thinking before I went ahead and made my video. So I brainstormed a few different examples. So I guess I will just get started on that. The first thing that came to mind in terms of prevention of drug addiction was the Orleans County Sheriff's Department, which is my local area police department. Every so often they have a drug take-back day, which is normally on a Saturday, and it takes place at the local Kinney Drugs, and they're there like 8 to 4 or something like that. They're there almost all day. They will willingly take back any drugs, no questions asked. I think that is a great thing because it does help it's still kind of a small number, but it still helps get drugs off the street and out of the hands of people who may be looking for them. It also prevents children from coming into contact with it and experimenting. Secondly, back in September at the local high school, Orleans County Sheriff's Department had what they call a drug sniff, where their K-9 Jonah and one of the officers went to the high school and allowed the dog to sniff out lockers. Thankfully, there were no drugs found within the school, but again, I think this is a really good idea in terms of prevention, because we at least from that know that there are no drugs being dispersed or done in school. Unfortunately, I don't know about within the students' vehicles. That could be a whole nother story, but that was not something that they were able to do. I'm sure they probably need some kind of warrant or something like that, but I don't really know. So next, I was also thinking about it. Every October is Fire Prevention Month. Fire Prevention Month is geared more toward children to help them recognize things that they can do to help prevent fires. Now, I was thinking about this. Ooh, there's a bug. I was thinking about this because when somebody experiences like a house fire, it can be a traumatic experience, especially for a child. So right there, you could be dealing with behavioral and emotional problems. In terms of more adulthood, now you have lost your home, you may have lost everything, you're going to need assistance. If we can help teach fire prevention to children, hopefully it'll carry over into more of their adulthood so that they will better understand how they can help prevent these things from happening, because it does help prevent assistance from being needed. The next thing I was kind of thinking about was we teach hunter safety courses. Now, why do we do that? We do that to prevent accidental shootings. We teach young and old how to properly use a gun, what not to do with it, and hopefully if they are responsible, they can prevent any kind of accidents from happening. I do see in the news every now and again that there is an accidental shooting. There was one recently involving a 19 and 20-year-old friends, and I don't know all the details, but I have a hunch that it could have been prevented. So next, I was thinking back to when we did our midterms, when I had to go visit some of the local agencies, and I visited the Family Services Division of DCF. And one thing that I thought of was, I remember them telling me about parenting courses that are offered for people who may have a history of abuse, and it helps them deal with their negative emotions, and in the hopes of preventing child abuse from happening. So I guess that's all I've got for you, but that's all I could think of. So anyway, I won't keep rambling here, but I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving, and I look forward to hearing what everybody else comes up with. Bye, guys.